Moving on to the third section of this module, which is operational finances for marketing. It does cover accounting. It's not likely to be the student's favourite area, but overall we're not trying to create accountants. We're just trying to ensure that the marketers understand financial implications, looking at budgeting, variances from the budgeting side of it, negotiating the budgets, and overall understanding how we can comply with those budgets and monitor and use them for performance. Overall, we're looking at being able to present a business case for marketing and ensuring that marketers are able to talk what essentially is the language of business, that of finance, because without that we can't be seen as being rounded professional business people. So, areas that we consider in terms of this section of the module is managing the marketing finances, budgeting, setting the budgets, agreeing budgets, looking at the variances within those budgets, looking at cost-benefit analysis of marketing activities, understanding the cost management process, but also looking at monitoring the performance through the financial side of marketing. In terms of the detail of this section, we're looking at assessing the management function through marketing. This very much links back to the previous two sections, putting the financial implications of the structure and the team into place and recognising the financial implications of what we're doing as marketers, considering the manager's role in finance, and looking at the budgeting process and ensuring we've got flexibility of budgets throughout the marketing process and how we need to change on those. Second part of this section looks at how the organisation will actually approach budgeting, getting the students to investigate the budget approach in their organisation, who's involved, where's it set from, how is that budget devolved, how is it developed. To get that understanding, it will mean the students hopefully getting into the organisation, talking to their finance department, other department managers to find out how the budgeting process works from that. We'll be providing some case studies in the tutor resources that will help those students who maybe don't have access to that side of things. And we'll also need to consider whether maybe there's a restructure required in the marketing department to be able to comply with the budgetary requirements, and if the budget is sufficient to actually restructure the department as well. One of the keys to this area obviously is managing the information, linking marketing to the information department of the organisation if that exists, but understanding where we can get the information and again which information is useful that exists internally in the organisation. One of the factors in terms of this will be for the international organisation, understanding how we might end up with variances through the international exchange rates that are operated internally in the organisation. Particularly in the current volatile financial situation, this is a really key factor that can undermine the credibility of some of the budgets that exist. So getting an understanding of these sort of areas is vital for the marketer. In many instances, organisations set budgets through negotiation, so understanding the negotiated budget process becomes vital. You can use case studies and role plays in your teaching to enable students to actually have to negotiate a budget. Again, there's resources in the tutor materials that should be able to support that, but actually have some role play in getting people to negotiate. It makes a useful activity during the sessions for this. Overall, marketing has to justify itself, so looking at the cost-benefit analysis of marketing activities, considering cost, volume, profit activities, justification of the marketing budgets, looking at the returns that are likely to be generated from marketing activity, how that relates to the cost of customer acquisition, for example, and the customer lifetime values. Again, could use students' examples for the lifetime value of their own customers to really understand how marketing contributes to generating a bottom line profit for the organisation. Another key area in this one is that of business process re-engineering, ensuring that the processes of the organisation and particularly the marketing function are appropriate, to deliver the requirements of the organisation in a cost-effective, financially justifiable manner. This might look through going back to section 1 in terms of linking to that structure to make sure that it's correct. But it's overall an effective cost management process of the marketing function. Final part of this section is assessing budget variances. Inevitably, we're not going to be absolutely on track for the budget, but looking at how those variances occur. But ultimately, it's ensuring that we're being cost effective and delivering value for money for the organisation through the marketing activities, looking at how to make a difference, but justifying that difference financially.